around to mum and dad's and says we're getting married, kept saying two words, small and intimate. Well, there's more folk here than real wedding, so thanks for that. So yeah, honestly, Tom, Jesus Christ. I've had to write it down, and I've been outside, I've read it 3 times. It's killed me. I've been up in the middle at night, Jess has seen me tossing and turning, trying to write down, trying to figure out how to condense Tom Allen into a nice little story behind being divorced and pissing off everyone here. So, I will have to read it, so I apologise. I did try and learn it, but there's no chance, honestly. So hello, ladies and gentlemen. For those who don't know me, I'm Andy, and Tom has given me the great honour and privilege of being his best man. Now that word privilege is an interesting one. It involves arranging a 35-man stag do under strict instruction from Kirsty to stay in the United Kingdom. We ended up in Hamburg. It also involves making sure both Tom and Ben return home from the stag do in one piece, under even more strict instructions from Lynn. And believe me, on the way back, that was not easy. Finally, and most dauntingly, making it through this speech without embarrassing myself or insulting any of you, under the strictest of instructions from Kirsty, Lynn and me mum. So a simple task, eh? Now I met Tom on my first day year 7 at Newbold, and as we were doing the icebreaker hellos as part of being a new class, we finished introducing ourselves. He turned to Bassett and clearly with an earshot said, "He's small, isn't he?" The quiet, sensitive soul he's turned into today. Now, as I'm sure you all agree, it's been a wonderful day, and I'd like to thank both Tom and Kirsty for letting us share this day with them. It's so nice to see how happy you are together. Kirsty, that's it. Can't call you Dodders anymore. Doddington, Dame Dodders. I'm going to have to find you a new nickname. Now, I'm very aware that my voice is quite sarcastic, but genuinely, make a beautiful bride, and your bridesmaids look amazing too. This is yours and Tom's day, and I hope it's everything you want it to be and more, surrounded by the people you care about. Tom, you finally pulled it off. Yeah. Not tying Kirsty down after about 15 years of trying, but wearing a waistcoat without looking like a snooker player. Kirsty, I'm sure you agree the waistcoat makes it look very smart, sharp and sophisticated, and the colour really suits it. Sorry, I had to get that one in. Since Tom and Kirsty have been together, there have been many positive changes, things you really wouldn't expect. Tom now salsa dances. He's like a young Bruce Forsyth reincarnated. You can find both Tom and Kirsty from time to time in Sheffield salsering away. So get down, what's it called, Tom?
Cubanas.
Cabanas. So on a Friday night, there you are. Another significant change is Tom's eating habits, which some said would never happen, so Tom has worked miracles. Tom now eats vegetables other than potatoes. And for a man who once said, and I quote, "Don't we do any English food, like pizza?" This is Sorry, I'm getting thirsty. Some things will never change though, and curries will always be accompanied with chips and not rice, because rice is too small. About Tom eats a curry, as it has to be seen to be understood. And them lot there can really Now in his years, he's got himself into a few situations, and normally drag myself along as well as a few others I can see here with him. An early highlight was Tom pulling a taxi door off its hinges in Skeggy at 2 in the morning. Panic set in, and rather than run or hide, he offered the taxi driver to come in and have a cup of tea so he could talk him through. Surprisingly, the driver declined. Another personal favourite was when Bramley got a ring stuck on his finger. And ever the man with a plan, Tom stepped up to help. The plan involved Walks and Hobson holding Bramley down, and Tom angle grinding the ring off. Yes, I did say angle grind. I'm sure you all agree, a completely foolproof plan. Add to the situation that Tom had 6 pints, and you can understand why Bramley had to be held down. He's now got 4 fingers and not 5. To the lads, you will always be El Capitan. the man who arranged for our first lads' holiday to Turkey, a group of about 12 of us looking like the in-betweeners, all giddy and sunburned, thinking we were going to turn into some kind of womanizers. The only thing we picked up were the stray dogs and Tom's weird habit of bringing home the street balls each night. Those trips are weird and wonderful, and I can honestly say without Tom they wouldn't have happened. Full of great memories, I could go on all night, but I'm sure with these idiots around, they'll be reeled out throughout the evening. Despite all these daft stories I've you, there's no doubt in my mind you'll be a fantastic husband, and Kirsty's very lucky. I, like everyone here, wishes you both nothing but happiness together in your little family. You're a brilliant dad, and yourself and Kirsty are doing such a good job of raising Emma. It goes without saying I'll always be here to support you, as will everyone else in the room today. Right, it's a tough bit. I must say a few words about Chris. Chris, Tom and Ed's dad, passed away 6.5 years ago, and it was a very tough and sad time for the whole family. Chris was a very kind and family-oriented man, full of jokes and words of wisdom, especially after a few Peronis. He would be very proud of everything you and Ben have achieved, from getting your degrees, buying your first houses, and the young families you've started. You have credit to both Lynn and Chris, so in honour of Chris, and as an excuse to see Tom for his 26 years, the good man in pink, King, has created a little video. I hope you like it.
Thomas Allen now addressing the ball at the tee. 352 yards to the hole. Oh no, he's on the green. He's on the green, it's a short putt. Can he do it? Oh, what a putt. He's won the World Championship.
I'll be over at 10, you told me time and again, but you're late. I wait around and then I run to the door, I can't take any more. It's not you let me down again. Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you.
This dad looks surprised when he sees this picture.
Linda, she died great old.
Why do you fill me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down. I messed me around and then worse of all. You never thought, baby, when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you. More than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start.
Just for me, Thomas, did you say? Only for me.
I'm a toy, but I could be the boy you adore. If you just let me know. Although you are true, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you.
He's stuck to his bum and he can't get off, look.
Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down, and mess me around with the worst of all. You never call, baby, when you say you will, but I love you still, I need you, more than anyone, darling. You know that I have
Stop, lad.
so build me up,
What's your name?
don't break my heart.
Tom and Kirsty came round to mum and dad's and says we're getting married. Kept saying two words, small and intimate. Well, there's more folk here than real wedding, so thanks for that. So yeah, honestly, Tom, Jesus Christ, what can I say? I've had to write it down, and I've been outside, I've read it 3 times. It's killed me. I've been up at middle at night, Jess has seen me tossing and turning, trying to write down, trying to figure out how to condense Tom Allen into a nice little story. Listen up everyone here. So, I will have to read it, so I apologise. I did try and learn it, but there's no chance, honestly. So hello ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know me, I'm Andy, and Tom has given me the great honour and privilege of being his best man. Now that word privilege is an interesting one. It involves arranging a 35-man stag do under strict instruction from Kirsty to stay in the United Kingdom. We ended up in Hamburg. It also involves making sure both Tom and Ben return home from the stag do in one piece, under even more strict instructions from Lynn. And believe me, on the way back, that was not easy. Finally, and most dauntingly, making it through this speech without embarrassing myself or insulting any of you, under the strictest of instructions from Kirsty, Lynn and me mum. So a simple task, eh? Now I met Tom on my first day of year 7 at Newbold, and as we were doing the icebreaker hellos as part of being a new class, we finished introducing ourselves. He turned to Bassett and clearly with an earshot said, "He's small, isn't he?" Quiet, sensitive soul he's turned into today. Now, as I'm sure you all agree, it's been a wonderful day, and I'd like to thank both Tom and Kirsty for letting us share this day with them. It's so nice to see how happy you are together. Kirsty, that's it. Can't call you Dodders anymore. Doddington, Dame Dodders, I'm going to have to find you a new nickname. Now, I'm very aware that my voice is quite sarcastic, but genuinely, make a beautiful bride, and your bridesmaids look amazing too. This is yours and Tom's day, and I hope it's everything you want it to be and more, surrounded by the people you care about. Tom, you finally pulled it off. Not tying Kirsty down after about 15 years of trying, but wearing a waistcoat without looking like a snooker player. I'm sure you agree the waistcoat makes him look very smart, sharp and sophisticated, and the colour really suits him. Sorry, I had to get that one in. Since Tom and Kirsty have been together, there have been many positive changes, things you really wouldn't expect. Tom now salsa dances. It's like a young Bruce Forsyth reincarnated. You can find both Tom and Kirsty from time to time in Sheffield salsaing away. So get down, sat there. What's it called, Tom? Cabanas. So on a Friday night, there you are. Another significant change is Tom's eating habits, which some said would never happen, so Tom has worked miracles. Tom now eats vegetables other than potatoes. And for a man who once said, and I quote, "Don't we do any English food, like pizza?" That's a remarkable Sorry, I'm getting thirsty. Some things will never change though, and curries will always be accompanied with chips and not rice, because rice is too small. I won't go into the gory details of how Tom eats a curry, as it has to be seen to be understood. And them lot there can... Now in his years he's got himself into a few situations and normally dragged myself along as well as a few others I can see here with him. An early highlight was Tom pulling a taxi door off its hinges in Skeggy at 2 in the morning. Panic set in, and rather than run or hide, he offered the taxi driver to come in and have a cup of tea so the top of the roof. Surprisingly, the driver declined. Another personal favourite was when Bramley got a ring stuck on his finger. And ever the man with a plan, Tom stepped up to help. The plan involved Walks and Hobson holding Bramley down, and Tom angle grinding the ring lock. Yes, I did say angle grind. I'm sure you all agree, a completely foolproof plan. Add to the situation that Tom had 6 pints, and you can understand why Bramley had to be held down. He's now got 4 fingers. To the lads, you will always be El Capitan, the man who arranged for our first lads holiday to Turkey. A group of about 12 of us looking like the in-betweeners, all giddy and sunburned, thinking we were going to turn into some kind of womanizers. The only thing we picked up were the stray dogs and Tom's weird habit of bringing home the street balls each night. Those trips are weird and wonderful, and I can honestly say without Tom they wouldn't have happened. Full of great memories, I could go on all night, but I'm sure with these idiots around, they'll be filled out throughout the evening. Despite all these daft stories I have in you, there's no doubt in my mind you'll be a fantastic husband, and Kirsty is very lucky. I, like everyone here, wishes you both nothing but happiness together in your little family. You're a brilliant dad, and yourself and Kirsty are doing such a good job of raising Emma. It goes without saying I'll always be here to support you, as will everyone else in the room today. Right, this is a tough bit. I must say a few words about Chris. Chris, Tom and Beth's dad, passed away 6.5 years ago, and it was a very tough and sad time for the whole family. Chris was a very kind and family-oriented man, full of jokes and words of wisdom, especially after a few Peronis. He would be very proud of everything you and Ben have achieved, from getting your degrees, buying your first houses, and the young families you've started. You're a credit to both Lynn and Chris, so in honour of Chris, as an excuse to see Tom through his 26 years, the good man in pink, King, has created a little video. I hope you like it.
On now, I'm looking for the team. 52 yards to the hole. Always on the green. He's on the green, it's a short put. Can he do it? Oh, what a put!
Just absolute surprise when he's in this picture.
Linda, she like that? Oh.
Oh, wings. I'm not crying. She's been thanking me, but King, really appreciate you doing that. You've got him in a bit, so I'll be back. So finally, I prepared something for Kirsty. Now I know you've been living together for the best part of 3 years, but you're now an hour. Now what's the worry? His primary caregiver. So now it's time to hand over the Tom Allen survival kit that myself and all the lads have had to carry to ensure Tom's well-being when outside of Derbyshire. Just a few day-to-day essentials that he requires. I'll talk you through it. Excuse me. Or a distance somewhere, I don't know where. A great man once said, you don't put diesel in a Ferrari. I'm a bit warm, but get down in a bit. Second part, this is a bacon sarnie. It's not been in the fridge for a while, so you can't eat it, but this is to be given to Tom after a period of unconsciousness and not before, because he's prone to heartburn. There's 2 ways to hydrate Tom. This is the second way. Yeah, bad luck. Right, these are the most important part of the Bible pack. Part 1. Part 2. Finally, you won't believe how hard it is to find some of these days. Part 3. If you want to slip round the house in them, feel free. Right, I wasn't going to tell £10 for 2 in Marks and Spencer. I can't believe it, honestly. I wasn't going to tell this story, but they're married now. You know. Those of you who know Tom well are very aware he has a delicate stomach. Over the years, to politely put it, there have been incidents. Normally we get the announcement from Tom, I thought it was a fart, but as witnesses can testify, it's much worse than that. However, Tom is very good at getting rid of the evidence. Pants will either be flushed or thrown, and if disaster strikes and there's no paper, socks have more than one use. So there's a public health warning really, from the Preston to Penzance, it could be alarmingly close to a pair of Tom's old dirty pants. But as the old saying goes, you don't shit on your own doorstep. But let's tell that story. So finally, before I toast the bride and groom, please can I request all fire exits are kept clear. This is for my safety and not yours, in case Kirsty comes chasing after me. So please can I ask you to stand and raise a glass to Mr.